All right, welcome back to Market Day Report. I am Scott Shellady, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. It's the last hour of trade today. The technicians love this time of year, right? Or time of day. Let's take a look and see if the market's like this time of day. We had some interesting ones. Let's go to the corn. We'll go there first. That's still off about. We've just kind of leaking lower again. Like I said, 3.5 cents lower to 439 and a quarter, and that's just one tick off the low of the day. That's not going to be a good close if we close there. 2 cents lower in the May to 451 and a quarter. New crop D's, it's unchanged though, 477 and 3/4. So that's corn. It's not sharply lower, but it's just leaking lower, and it's not good. This one was soybeans, and this was higher by about 6-7 cents. Now we've settled back into only 2 cents higher, but we lost that 12 handle in the meantime. That's March, 11.98 even is last. But we had been a lot lower, right? So we had been about 4.25 cents lower from where we're at right now. We got May down up 3 cents to 12.07 and 3/4. All right, that's what we got going on in the soybeans. If we move from soybeans to the Chicago wheat market, Chicago wheat, well, it's up 5 3/4 cents to 5.96 even. That's not too bad. The high is only a penny and a half away to 5.97 and a half. We got a nickel higher in the May as well to 6.04 even. Moving right along, he says from Chicago wheat we go to the hard red in Kansas City. And that's up 5 3/4 cents to 6.19 and 3/4. Only about, 2.5 cents off the high of the day. And what do we have happening in the May? That's up 5 cents as well to 6.17 and 3/4. So that's a decent board as well. It's wheat day today. Let's see about the spring wheat in Minneapolis. That's higher as well to 3 3/4 cents higher in the March. 6.94 and 3/4 is last. 4 cents from the high of the day and 4 3/4 cents from the low. That's pretty much smack dab in the middle of the range, isn't it, really? 2 3/4 cents higher in the May to 6.96 and a quarter last there. We'll check in with the cotton, and let's take a look and see what that's got in store for us. 62 points higher there. 87.66 is last. And guess what, folks? That's only 2 points off the high of the day. Quietly getting better over in March cotton. All right, let's bring in our next guest analyst. It's going to be Ben Hushon. He's with the mill out of Whitehall, Maryland. Thanks for being on, Ben. What do you got for us? What's up?
Good afternoon. Scott, just wanted to say, as I'm listening to you go through all that, I am sure glad there's folks like you, market analysts, that read through that and give us interpretation. Where I'm at in Whitehall, Maryland, I'm an agronomist, so what we work with is growers to try to help them grow better while you help coach them when to sell it. So in our area, a couple weeks ago, we had our first real snow probably in 2 years, and that disappeared for the viewers. I sent in some pictures. It disappeared. I tell you what, it's just like the good Lord gave you a shot of nitrogen. When that snow melted last week and right through now, it is gorgeous and green. Fields have dried back up enough to get in and do a little bit of potash work, lime work. In fact, a lot of farmers in our community have moved into spreading potash or lime on even where they're going to plant corn or soybeans. So, boy, that calendar says it's February, but it today feels like we're at the end instead of the beginning.
I'm sure there'll be room for us to be disappointed somehow. It always comes. We had tickets to the Cubs, and I would go every opening day, and it seemed like every other year it would snow in April. So I'm sure that it feels good and enjoy it while it lasts. I was going to ask you a quick question. What is the ground like there? I mean, is it accepting the moisture or is it running off?
Yeah, great question, Scott. When that rain or when the snow came a couple weeks ago, in fact, it started literally 2 weeks ago today, and we had a nice 4-inch snow, and then it got really cold. Well, you know what? One of the best blankets you can have is a blanket of snow. Then we had another 4 inches, and then it got colder, some single-digit nights. But the beauty is it slowly melted away, and underneath that ground, I asked a couple folks in construction this week, any frost in the ground, and the general response is nothing, other than maybe a little bit that freezes overnight and thaws out by mid-morning. So all the moisture we've had in December, January, the vast majority of it has gone in the ground, which is good stuff because we had a drier than normal year.
Yeah, you're not the only place that's got that happening. I just got off with a guy from Cedar Rapids, said the same thing. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, they got a good snow, got real cold, but the ground wasn't frozen. So it all took, is what he said, his words, yeah. And that's good to hear. So we need to replenish those moisture levels in the soil. Thank you very much for that Great stuff, Ben. Ben Hushon, he's with the mill. He's in Whitehall, Maryland. We're going to go away. We're going to pay some bills, and we're going to come back and talk livestock with the guy in the cow jacket after this.